Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Teresa. Let me know you're in the building. I decided to bring in my Facebook family. I'm already on TikTok, and my assignment is to show up on TikTok every single night to share my liquid collagen with the TikTokers to tell them how to be healthy and wealthy. And so I decided to bring in my Facebook family and my YouTube family. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube, please, it's my name, Jerusher. Please subscribe. I am 24 subscribers away from a goal. 24 of you need to sign up tonight. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. So yes, go head over there, subscribe, or you can click my link tree and it'll say YouTube. So yes, let's get into it. So I'm never live this time of the night on my Facebook groups. So if you want to find me at night, I'm on TikTok every single night until December. But I decided to bring you guys in on the fun because we're having some fun over here. And so, yes, people always want to know, how did you build your account? How did you build your engagement? How do you build on social media? And I can tell you what I did, and then you could take notes and I'll answer questions. But we're going to talk about this engagement. Obviously, I am going to tell you how I feel good is my liquid collagen, and I'm excited about that, of course. And so I'm pretty much the person that will try almost anything, even when I'm afraid. So I like the challenge of, oh, what's going to happen? And so if it's safe, if it's legal. Oh, thank you for the hearts. If it's safe, and thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you too. If it's safe and legal, I'm in there. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Especially if it's going to enhance my growth. It's going to really take me to my personal next level. It pushes me outside of what I know. And so I'm always like, all right, let's go for it. So my business coach is a multimillionaire. And one of her challenges to me was to go on TikTok every single night for 6 months. And I was like, what? What'd you say? And so she's like, since you've already grown your Facebook to 150,000 followers, let me see you do it on TikTok. And so I was like, say what? Say what? And so I was like, all right, let's go. And so that's where we are. So I'm just bringing in a Facebook group tonight. But typically, if you want to follow me, please go over here to TikTok. We got 6 months to go together. We're going to break up in 6 months. Well, actually, it'll be a habit by then, so we may continue. But yes, I see Chicago in the building. Yes, let me know that you're in the building. I love to see your beautiful faces. And it does help when you put where you're from and all the things. So just to kind of give me an idea who I'm talking to, who's my ideal prospects. And I know you hear people say, who's your ideal avatar? Who are you talking to? Because if you think you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. And so my ideal prospect is usually a woman like me. 99% of the people that I attract are women. Okay, so that's no surprise. And so 99% of the people I attract to me are women, usually in corporate America, like I was. Usually they want to transition from employee to entrepreneur, or they want to just create residual income. And so I can relate very well to you. If you are in corporate America, I see you. Okay, so that's where I was years ago. When I started my business, my son was a toddler. I enjoyed working in the radio and television industry. I didn't have no problem with my job. I know people like hate their job. I didn't hate my job. I did dislike some of the people that I was working with. How many of y'all like everybody y'all work with? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Right? So I didn't love everybody that I was working with, but I enjoyed, the experience. And so being among, people that are in radio and television and entertainment, it's an experience. And so I enjoyed that. I've always known that I was going to talk for a living. In high school, actually tell you a true story. In high school, we had to give a speech. We were running for like the office, you know how like high school office, you have a president and a secretary and da da da. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to run. And so I was like, I'm going to write out a speech. And of course, I had already been in activities. The one thing my mom and dad did very well, I'm from the South, is they kept me in activities. And so I was never bored. I don't know if these kids today, like my two boys, they're like boring. They just stay on their phones or whatever. I have to make them get in activities. So my mom, one of the things that she did well was she continued to put me in activities. I was always busy, always in something. And so I said, okay, I'll run for an office. And so I'm going to write out a speech and I'm going to say this speech in front of it was in the gymnasium. And so my aunt, she helped me write out the speech. And I got in front of the audience and in the gymnasium. I'll never forget this. And I was reciting this speech, baby. Let me tell you. And I won that office. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to speak for the rest of my life. I'm going to get paid to do it. Now, prior to that, I actually, as a young child, um, we didn't have cell phones like for real. You had them big cell phones, but you didn't have like these cell phones like iPhones and stuff. So anyway, I would answer a real cell phone. I don't know how old you guys are, but my parents had a real phone hooked to the wall, like a real phone, a house phone. Is that what you call it? A house phone. And they still have a house phone. And so I would answer the phone and I would be like, the Evans residence. And I would challenge my voice just because I heard anchors, operators, I just challenge my voice, right? And so I'd be like, the Evans residence, how can I help you? And I continue to just elaborate on that, right? And so people like, oh, did I call the right number? I'm like, yes, you did. How can I help you? And I just started doing it. And then as I got older, like I said, I was a cheerleader. I was in all the things. And so I was in talent shows. I did all of the church plays. They gave me all the good parts. I was like, I'm going to act, baby. Mm-mm. And so this led up to how I am today. And so I was like able to do that. And then I worked, my aunt owned a Hardee's restaurant, Hardee's like burgers or whatever, if you don't know what that means. And I said, I want to be on the drive-through because I want to talk. And so she's like, all right. So every time I worked, I was on the drive-through. And so I would be like, well, see, Chick-fil-A don't know. I already did it. So before Chick-fil-A, right, was saying this, I was already saying, hello, thank you for coming to Hardee's. How can I help you? And they would say whatever. And I'd be like, my pleasure. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I just would be playing on the mic at the Hardee's, just making up stuff that I heard. And people would drive around. And you think I'm small now, I was really petite. And people like, oh my gosh, was that your voice? You sound like a big fat lady. And I was like, no. And so I just love being on the mic. I was like, oh, I'm going to be on the mic, baby. And that's what led me to major in broadcasting and public relations and being in radio and television. Because I was like, I'm going to talk. And so that's how that started. And the rest is history. And I was like, I was on the radio by the time I was 19. I was like, yes, WAUG. I was on there. So trust me, all of the skills that you had before, you use them as adults. And so I don't think anything is in vain. I don't think it's, by accident that was my journey. I don't. And so God was preparing me for this moment right here. I was afraid of social media. And so for my account to be growing as crazy as it is, and just during the pandemic, not like I was on here 10 years ago, really during the pandemic is when I started marketing in a way that was on purpose. And so I'll tell you some engagement tips and things of that nature to help your accounts grow. But I'm currently, if you don't know, I'm currently in social retail, but I build my business 100% from my cell phone. And before, I had a home-based business, but I was always out of the home. Now I actually have a home-based business. I build everything from my cell phone and using social media. So I'm excited about that. I'm developing the 100. So if you want to learn more about the 100, yes, new strategies, new systems. Yes, that. Where you don't have to have all this product on hand. You don't have to go to anybody's home. You don't have to go to an office. You can actually build this business from your cell phone. And so I had done the offline so long. I was good at it too. Now it works. I was good at it, but I was exhausted over years. I was exhausted trying to teach other people how to do it. And then I realized people were really just getting on the phone all the time. I was like, all right, I have to transition. Now, I didn't want to. Let me just tell you, I cried like a baby. Woo! But I needed to. And so this last couple of months has been an experience. And I just love that now I can say to someone, you already are on social media. Let me teach you how to leverage and monetize it because you're already there. It's not extra time. You open it up. You had time to build a business. So so we're going to talk about how you can build your accounts. And obviously, if you want more info about the 100, put 100s or just go to my link tree, put 100 because we need to get educated. I never thought I would be in a place where I'm 100% online, loving where I am. I wouldn't take anything back. And now showing other people, doesn't matter to me what you sell, lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, nails, doesn't matter. You've got to understand how to use this tool, because it's a tool. Don't let the tool use you. Okay, so don't get caught up in the infinite scroll hole and you're not making money using this tool. Let's use the tool. Now, so let's talk about you, right? What's good engagements? What's a good engagement post? So one of the things that helped me grow my account was I was engaging with the people, entertaining the people, training the people. I call it entertainment, to get the people to come to the page. The people that stayed on the page was my people. I could weed out the folk and keep the people. If they like the content that I'm giving out, they stay on the page. So I knew, okay, these are my people. Okay, they either want to be an entrepreneur or they're already an entrepreneur. I typically don't, attract people that don't want one or the other. Okay, so I'm just like, and I attract positive people because that's all I deliver is positivity on my page. So if you don't like inspiration, I'm not your people. And I'm okay with that, right? And so I've just learned to stay true to myself and what I want to do on the page. I never ask anybody for permission to do whatever I want on my page, say how I want to say it on my page, because I know it's going to weed out the folk and keep the people. And so I was like, great. And so these are some good engagement posts that you can try. First of all, write this down. A pretty person is putting this in the chat. Yes, thank you for the question. I've been an entrepreneur for over 18 years, baby doll. So I know a thing or two. Now, I started offline for years, all of those years, and then recently went online and still been able to really attract and crush it. So I can do both. So I teach people how to build online and offline. And so right now, it's definitely 100% online. But I am excited because so much is available for us right now. So write this down. You can just simply, as an engagement post, document your day. You think you're not exciting. I think I'm not exciting. I don't think, my life's that great. I think I do great things, but I'm like, do people really want to see that? Yes, they do. And I'm like, they want to see all of this? Yes. So write this down. Document your day. Okay. Video record your day, grab your phone, share your thoughts, write this down, share your opinion. If you want to share your family time, my family do not want to be on camera, so it's all me, baby. Okay, so if you're like that, then it's all me. Share how, you cook a special dish. Share for me, I share my liquid collagen. I share that I exercise. I share that I dance. I share that I ride the bike. I share, get the liquid collagen if you want energy like this. If you want your skin, your hair, your nails, your gut, your bones, your digestion, all of those things to be stronger, healthier. This is what this particular liquid collagen does. So I've been bragging about it for the last couple of months, like get into it. And so I share that on my page. I share what is relatable to me. I have 2 boys that I talk about. They don't want to be on my TikToks. They don't want to be on my videos because they think I'm lame. Okay. They don't think I'm a cool mom. And so that's cool too. So it's my show, baby. I'm the brand. And so you're the brand. So you document your day. So I was in a business training today with a multi-millionaire, she's a multi-7-figure millionaire. So I was in this training. I invest in my education. I invest in learning really fast. So my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. And so that's why I share so many business tips. I share, and I'm just hopeful that people are implementing. It's no fun if you're not implementing, baby. If you're not making any money, it's no fun. It just seems like a lot of work. And so what I want you to do is, I was in this training, it started today, and I was in this training and she said, I need you to tell your story. I need you to post your stories everywhere. Like tell a story so people can know what you're doing or where you came from. And people don't know like your story until you tell the story over and over again, because social media is a moving army. Just because you're on here tonight, you might not be on here tomorrow night when I'm live. So that means I got to tell the story again. So you're constantly telling your story, right? So people will know that you are a person. You have real life issues, that you can be successful and still handle whatever is happening in your life. And so she challenged us to tell a story. So I posted the stories. I did my homework to tell my story that I started in corporate America, started a home-based business, left that home-based business after being a part of the top 1%, earned all the things, okay, and left that company. Cried like a baby. Started over from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we here. I started from the bottom, and I was like, all right, suck it up, buttercup. What you gonna do? Barbecue a meal, nutrition. And so I was like, all right, start over. I don't see this taking me where I need to go. I don't see people doing what I want to do. So I need to go where I see it. I need to be a part of this. And so made that decision. And that's how I'm here. And that's why I see you. Okay. So I can document that. And so I put in the stories. I started here, then I transitioned here, then I got promoted here. And so if you go to my stories, I put in the stories that I am currently in a situation where I've been in social retail where I can really show people how to really monetize and leverage social media from their phone. I don't care if you work a full-time job, you're definitely the person that need to do it. You're my peoples, okay? And so that's the number one thing, document your day. Now, I have to admit, it's hard for me to document things I don't think is exciting, but I think other people might think they're exciting. So like, today we have my son's orientation. I should have documented. I'm like, I should have took a picture of that, right? And so he got a chance to see his friends. Everybody's coming back to school. He's going to get a haircut tomorrow. School starts on Wednesday. Like, that's something I can document. Like, oh my gosh, my son is getting so big. He's going to be leaving me in a couple of years. I'm going to cry about it. I'm sad right now. Like, I can cry right now. I just don't want him to leave. I don't know why that's hard. And I have an older son, right? But he still isn't with me. This one is actually going to leave. So I just don't even understand. So yes, so document your day. All right. So is that helpful so far? So that is something you can put in your stories. Now, I wouldn't necessarily put that in my feed. If you're on Facebook, I wouldn't necessarily put that on my feed because the feed should be evergreen. Oh, San Antonio, Texas in the building. Because the feed is evergreen. And what that means is, 5 years from now, I guess you could put in there because 2 years from now, it still needs to be relevant, right? And so I just kind of always put things in my stories because it's just 24 hours and you can repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. In your feed, it's kind of evergreen. The one thing that I love about YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube. I need 24 people to subscribe to YouTube. If people do a search, you can come up forever in YouTube and make money. In Facebook, once the feed is gone all the way down, like within 3-5 days, it's gone. It doesn't really resurface again, right? And so once you post it, it's over. You'll see it in your memories, right? And you can repost it. If it's of value, you could repost it, but it's pretty much gone. So that's the one thing I don't like about Facebook. They don't really repurpose and reuse the content, all that good content, all the lives that I've done or whatever. It doesn't resurface back to the top. But on YouTube, right, it will, because people are searching home-based businesses, which I have. People are searching opportunities, which I have. And so people are searching collagen, which I have. Like, so I'm always up in the search for the YouTube. And so I would tell you, if you're going to post something in your feed, I would make sure that it's valuable 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. And I'm not saying like your birthday, that's fine, or your anniversary. All those things are important. Now, the second thing that's going to bring good engagements, you better write this down so you can stop saying, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to post. All right. Reshare. Okay. Repost, reshare. So content that has already received thousands or millions of comments and likes and shares. Now, I see people do this too much. Now, if I go to your page and all I see is somebody else's content, all you do is share other people's stuff, I really can't see you. And I want to see you if I'm going to follow you. Okay. It's okay if I share, Lisa Nichols, some motivation she did, or Eric Thomas, or whomever. I can share them. I'm a speaker, I can share their stuff. My whole page is not going to be Lisa Nichols, right? Because I'm Jerusha. And so I just need you to understand when you're sharing people's stuff, which is great because I want you to share mine. I don't want your whole page to be just shared. Now, what I would do is if you're trying to grow your account and get engagement, I would share something from someone that's in your niche. So, like I said, like Elisa Nichols, I'm a speaker, she's a speaker. I would share something like that, Oprah, whomever you want to call, right? I would share their stuff so that my algorithm could boost because I know people are going to love their speeches. And the people that love their speeches, typically, right, they might love what I do because it's in the same niche. Okay. So you need to find somebody around your thing, no matter what you sell. There's always somebody, celebrity or whomever it is, influencer, that do what you do, and you can share their stuff to inspire people and get people to come to your page because you have that good stuff on your page. You're sharing some motivation or you're sharing some household tips or whatever you sell, like whatever your business is. And so if I sold candles, I don't know, the candles, jewelry or whatever. So if I sold jewelry, of course, I would also have someone who actually is known for jewelry, like, or who's known for jewelry that like Tiffany's. Okay. So who wears Tiffany's all the time? And so I would get that celebrity or whoever has jewelry that you love, and I would have them, I would share something of theirs on my page. Because if they like this celebrity, obviously, hopefully, they're going to like your stuff. So you want to find somebody that does what you kind of do or sell what you sell. Okay. So go to your Facebook memories, and you can also repost something from 4 years ago that was good engagement. So I can go back to a lot of my videos, especially when I got on TikTok 2 years ago, and videos was like bam, bam, videos. It was just real. Even on Facebook Reels, my Facebook Reels blew up 3 million, 2 million. I have several that hit millions. I can repost those because they did well the first time. They're going to do well again. So keep in mind, that's how you will increase that engagement. If it did well on somebody else's page, it's going to do well probably on your page, unless your page is private. Okay. I really don't understand if you have a business, your page is private. Now, why is your page private if you have a business? Now, I understand people are going to say, I don't want people to see, I have a dog. I don't want people to know when I go out to dinner. But that's you posting it though. Like if I don't want you to know I went out to dinner today, I didn't post it. I went out to dinner today. I don't understand. You're in control of the page. And so if you want certain people to see it, you don't want the world to see it. First of all, the world's not going to see it. Okay. Let me just tell you. First of all, Facebook is not going to show everybody. Have you not seen some of your friends lately? Because it's not going to show it to you. Not that they're not posting. It's just not going to show it to you because the algorithm, it switches, it changes based on who's engaging with you. And so just understand they're probably not going to see it anyway. And so you can count the people that keep showing up in your feed. That's a whole nother training. If you didn't get in a 3-day ride, you should have got in a 3-day ride. So you can mix it up and you can see other people. And so, yes. So if you have a private page and you have a business, there are ways that you can just send it to your people. You want to send them just your daughter going to school tomorrow or whatever she's going, and you don't want the world to see your daughter. There's a way that you can do it on Facebook. Okay. But you got to take the 3-day ride, right? So if you don't know how to do it, baby, come on now. We got to make sure that we learn all of these strategies. And if not, just text the people. Like when I want to take a picture of my son, he doesn't want to be on social media. I just send it to my mom and dad. That's all. That's it. I don't have to post it on social media. Now, you can leverage hashtags from original posts and put in your stories, but obviously you got to tag the original creator. So when I repeat pastors and ministers, I'm always, doing the voiceovers and things like that because I want to attract positive people. And I know if you love TD Jakes, Sarah Jakes, if you love Joel Osteen or anybody of that caliber that are preachers or pastors, and I'm repeating it, I'm just acting it out. That's the only difference. And if you love those people, then you're probably going to love my content. And so I'll use those hashtags with their name. So when people search their name, my content will come up as well. See that little hack right there. And so I know when I hashtag Jamal Bryant, hashtag, Pastor Mike Jr., hashtag, it doesn't matter, Keon Henderson. I know that people that are looking for, hashtag Keon Henderson, I could come up in the feed. Now they're following me. So that's how you're going to get more engagements. So there's a lot of ways that we can make this happen. Okay. So that's how I was able to grow this account. And so, of course, let's go down to same thing, your niche. Number 3, content in your niche or niche. You heard people say that, right? So your niche is the thing you don't want. I guess the thing you don't want to be. So for instance, you're probably really good at something and you can share a lot of content, but you haven't because you think it needs to be something else. I sell this liquid collagen, right? You can put collagen if you want to, get more info. But my main platform, my niche is business coaching, motivation, and inspiration. But I do sell a product, right? So my whole content is not about just the liquid collagen. You rarely see it on my feed. You see it in my stories because stories is only 24 hours. You rarely see it in my feed because I'm just like, I really want my feed to stay business tips, motivation, and inspiration, right? Because I want to attract and empower more people. And so I sell mostly on TikTok. I do a lot of my promotions for the liquid collagen on TikTok and in my stories. And I do that on purpose. So just because you sell candles, you don't have to talk about candles all the time. What is it that you're good at? What's your actual niche? Like, what is it that you love to do, you're good at, or you've experienced? So for instance, say you don't want to fail at doing reels. So you start doing reels and you show people what to do and what not to do so they don't fail either. That could be something. That's how people do on TikTok. They start just teaching you the TikTok features. And they started doing that because they were learning the TikTok features, but they also sell a product. So you can certainly do that. And so I'm not good at, I'm not good at a lot of things, I guess. So I'm not the best at reels. I post on reels. I don't use the features on reels. I use TikTok features and I repost it on reels, right? So I could start, let's be beginners and start to learn the reels and their features. And I can start teaching people how to do that. They'll start following me on how to do reels, little tips on reels, how to make your reels better, how to do shortcuts on the reels, all the things. They start following me, but I sell a liquid collagen. So just find out, think about what is it that you already know that you love talking about. Like I love teaching business skills. So that comes easier to me than talking about something else, right? I also could teach on how to raise 2 boys. And so that's something that I live currently. So if you have children, I can teach. These are some of the things I did as an entrepreneur and as a mom. How to be a mompreneur, how to be good at it, how your boys can excel in school, they're honors, AP classes, honor classes. They're great students, and you could be a successful entrepreneur. I could teach how to do that because I live it. So figure out what's your thing. What is it that you love to do that you're good at already? Oh, thank you so much for following me. I appreciate that. So help the person you used to be. So yes, so when I started my business, my son was a toddler. I can teach toddler moms how you have a 2-year-old, you can breastfeed. I was breastfeeding my second son. I was nursing in the bathrooms. I was meeting people out and about. If you're building an offline business, I can show you. You can have 2 small children and build a business because I lived it. So help the person you used to be. I used to be her. Now they're teenagers. They can help themselves. Oh, I love the hearts. Heart me up, baby. Now they can help themselves. But I can tell you from experience, baby, what that felt like to be taking a cooler with the breast pump, with ice in the cooler. You got your bags to put your milk in. And I was still out in the streets networking, got the pads on so it won't leak out, taking my baby in the bathroom, putting him in and out of the stroller, taking him in the malls, taking him at networking events, scrolling him around to Panera Bread, scrolling him around to, baby, I deserve a medal. You can't tell me nothing. That's when you want it. I wasn't interested in building my business. I was committed to building the business. So I wasn't going to let that stop me that I just had a baby, I'm nursing. That wasn't going to be my excuse. Because I don't want to be on my dying bed and be like, I just had to nurse my son. I wanted to nurse him. I was going to do it, but I also knew I could build a business. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. So I can help that mom that's like, oh my gosh, I just had a baby. How am I going to build this business? I was her. So think about what is it that you did or you went through. Now you have to overcome it. You can't be kind of in it right now. You got to have got some success on your belt, right? You got some trophies or something so you can teach somebody else. So you want to lose weight. So you can show people how you're losing weight, including the struggles and triumphs. And so even if you've lost 10 pounds, but you want to lose 30, you can start telling them what you did to lose the 10 pounds. And so they can jump on board with you, and you probably sell a weight loss product, right? But they're on the journey with you because you've done X amount of exercises, you drink X amount of water, you take Jerusha's liquid collagen. Yes, you take the liquid collagen, all the things, right? Another example would be is you don't want to be in debt. So help people get out of debt with you. So share what steps are you taking or you've already taken to get out of debt. And so if you're in finances, this will be great. How did you increase your score from 700 to 810 in a year? You could teach people how to do that if you're in finance. Even if you just did it and you know how to do it and you educate people, that's great. Like I tell people the books that I read, right? So they want to know, what book did you read? I say, this is the book that I'm reading right now. And so I just want you to know that anything that you know is worth it because knowledge is the new rich. People will pay to get a shortcut. That's why we have AI tools, artificial intelligence tools. It's getting us there faster. That's it. It's getting us there faster. You want to write a book? Tell AI to write the book. You want to like everything. You want to write a resume? Tell AI to write your resume. We're getting faster and faster and faster with technology. And so I just think if we're not using these tools, we're going to get left behind. And so, yes, it's okay that you sell a product. Like, for instance, I actually am a business coach first, a speaker first, and I sell a liquid collagen. Okay. Now, my thing with the liquid collagen is what it is. Okay. This is what it is, but what it does. And so when I'm speaking, I'm always like, what it does for me. This is going to strengthen and help your skin, your gut, your digestion, your bones, all the things, your joints, your connective tissues. That's what it does. And that's all people want to know is, what is it going to do for me? And so I think you get caught up in trying to sell it as opposed to telling the benefits of it. And so if you're just telling the benefits of it, those who want it will raise their hand. People who are like, Jerusha, I need to still drop it like it's hot. My knees hurt, my joints hurt. I'm like, I'm your girl. I got you. And so they're going to raise their hand if they want something like that, or they're going to like it, or they're going to comment on it. And you're able to start those conversations in Messenger. The money is made in Messenger. And so really that's called social selling. And that's what I'm a part of. And so social selling is the use of social media to interact with potential customers like you guys and build relationships that lead to a sale. That's what social selling is. I'm always social selling. And so I think there's a big difference in just selling to someone every time you come on here, as opposed to educating people every time you come on here. Educate me about your oil. Educate me about your candles. Educate me about your, jewelry, whatever you sell, your lashes, your hair. Educate me, because once I'm educated, I can make an informed decision. Most of the time, what I see people do is just sell. But I don't know why a collagen would help me. We stop producing collagen in our 20s. We lose at least 1% of collagen synthetics every single year until we're in our menopause. Yes, and collagen accounts for 30% of our body's protein. That's why you need collagen. So I educate people on what it's going to do for them. And the people that are like, all right, I just want more information. Great. Boom. All you got to do is put collagen and I send more information. They'll buy it if they want it or not. Because you're the one that want, right? Better knees, better joints, you want better, right? Better heart, better gums. You want better. And so this has been proven to make sure it's better. And so I think that if we do a better job at educating people, we'll make more sales. Is this good or is this good? Is this helpful? Say, Derisha, you helped me today. So if I helped you today, yes, and let me know. Say that was helpful to me. That was helpful to you. All right. So let me see if I have any other questions. I know engagement was a big thing. Is you don't know how to get engagements. How do you grow the account? That's how, or that's 3 ways you can grow the account. Just followed you on YouTube. Yes, 23 more people. I needed 24 that you just follow. Now I need 23 more people to subscribe to my YouTube. Please, 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 please. Okay. So helpful. Oh, I'm so glad this is helpful to you. So yes, I'm glad I brought in my Facebook groups. I don't usually bring in this particular group. So I decided to bring in this group because I got to come on TikTok. So I said, all right, let's bring them in on the fun. You having fun yet? Oh, if you're having fun, that's good. All right. So let's finish. Let me answer any business question. Do I have any business questions over here? Say, Darusha, you have a question about engagement. I'll be happy to answer. Let me look on the TikTok. All right, another way you can engage. Let me say this to you. I wrote this down. Another way that you can engage is, first of all, if you go live. For how many of you go live? Put in the chat live. If you do go live, you go live. Does anybody go live? Okay, you go live. Great. I'm not saying you have to. It's probably the fastest way to grow an audience is videos and going live. But you don't have to, right? That's one way to do it. That's how I did it. I started going live. I was recording first, uploading it in the live, and then I just started going live. Okay. And then I started doing videos. And the more I showed up, the more people would follow. So that's a way to do it. But I'm going to tell you that one of the other things that I did was before you go live, post that you're going live with the topics. And so I'll post going live at 1:30. I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 for a quick lunch and learn. So I teach you business skills every Tuesday at 1:30. And so I'll go and in my story say going live at 1:30. Don't miss it. In my email list, I'll send out an email. Remember to join me live at 1:30 Eastern time, right? And so I'm announcing that I'm going live Tuesday, a quick lunch and learn. That's one way to get more engagement. So then people start remembering, right? Oh yeah, she goes live on Tuesday. She goes live on Tuesday. Now I go live on different days, but my main day is Tuesday at 1:30. I haven't changed that in 4 years since the pandemic. Every Tuesday at 1:30, I'm live. I just do it every Tuesday. I don't care if I'm in the doctor's office. I don't care. Like tomorrow, I might not be at home. I'll probably be in the car. I'm doing my live at 1:30. And so my son has an appointment. And then school is about to start on Wednesday. So, but it's still going to happen. So I stay committed to the process. People are looking for that live at 1:30. And I want to make sure I deliver at 1:30 every Tuesday. So you can announce that you are doing something, even if you're starting a new business, you're starting a new project. Say you're going running at, I ride the bike in the mornings. I'm like, hey, I'm about to go ride my bike. I'll tell y'all updates. Or if you're doing your steps, I do 7,000 to 13,000 steps a day. I can say, hey, I'm about to get my steps in. I'm going to the park. You can announce what you're doing in your stories. So people are like, okay, did she do it? You want people to come back and say, okay, did she step 13,000 steps today? Did she ride the bike today? Did she go live today? Like you want people coming back to the page, engaging with you on the page. Now, this is what I see most people don't do. You don't help people, and respect people when you don't notice them. So like I see someone giving me hearts. I'm like, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I want them to know they have to give me no hearts. So I'm like, thank you. Like I can't see your name on Facebook. It says Facebook user, but you said you just subscribed to my YouTube. I'm like, yes, thank you so much, Facebook user. Obviously, if I saw her name, I would say her name. I don't want people to think I just got it like that. I'm like so appreciative. I'm humble, because they didn't have to. So you need to do that more. When somebody's liking your stuff, acknowledge that person. Send them an emoji or whatever, because that's going to increase your algorithm. Okay. So that's one thing that you can do is announce what you're doing. Put announcements out there in your stories, whatever. Another thing that you can do is tell them to set an alarm or click the 3 dots. So when I go live, you do like the see first. If you're on Facebook, you can click the 3 dots and do see first. So when I go live, you get that notification. So that's something else that you can tell them to do is set an alarm. I'm live every Tuesday at 1:30. Set an alarm. You got to tell people what to do. You think just because you post, everybody's just going to go to it because you posted. Everybody going to like it. No, they're not. They're just, people are just lazy. Okay? They're just lazy, girl. We love them. I love them. But they just don't feel like it. They just want to scroll. They sleepy or they tired. It's like, I'm just scrolling. I just want to have fun and laugh on this app. That's all I want to do. So yes, so you do have to instruct people what to do. Write that down. Another thing that you can do is in your lives, if you have an assistant, if you don't, you could just pick up your phone. I do it all the time. Pick up your phone and you can comment in your live. Like you can put your own link in your live. And so that way people can start clicking on your link. Like right now on Facebook, for instance, if this person, I can't see your name. I wish I did. I could actually say, hey, if you want to learn more about the 100s, here's my link tree. I'm putting it here to learn more about the 100 new entrepreneurs. Well, new business partners. All right, so that's another thing that you can do when you're going live is comment. So I typically during the day at 1:30, I have an assistant. She'll comment for me because I'm in the live, right? And I can't stop and do what I just did. But I was just giving you an example. So now the link tree, my link tree is in the live, in the comments. So people who are, wanting to know more about the 100 that I'm developing, they would click it. They'll see the 100. They're able to get the information and we can go from there. I'm able to answer questions, blah, blah, blah. And so that's something that you can do to get more engagements also in the live. Now, I know somebody can say, but what if you're not live? You can still do it. If you do a still post and people are commenting, you can still put your link in your own comments. Okay. Yes. One thing that you can do also to get more engagements is like I'm live now. When I come out of the live, I can go back to my live and in the caption above, I can put all my information, my links, whatever you want. If you want to find me, if you want the liquid collagen, I can put the links above, but I never do it while I'm live. Okay. Because one, let me tell you guys, Facebook doesn't like it when you take people off of Facebook. TikTok doesn't like it when you take people off of TikTok. Instagram doesn't like it when you take their people off of Instagram. The goal is to keep as many people on the platform as long as possible, right? They want you to stay on there as long as possible. The average person spends about 2 hours on social media collectively throughout the day. 2 hours. But you're telling me you don't have time to build a business. Girl, stop. You do. You just didn't. You do. And so I'm a firm believer in, because I'm a professional time thief, I don't believe that you don't have time if you want it. I think we do exactly what we want to do. So I think you had time. I really do think you had time. You didn't know how to either manage yourself, because you can't manage time. Even though we say time management, it's really managing you, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The beggar and the billionaire have the same 24 hours. So it's actually just you. So I just think you haven't learned how to manage yourself throughout the day so that you do put in the time for your business, your service, your nonprofit, your book, whatever it is. And so I've just learned how to become a professional time thief, where I teach myself and time myself throughout the day of the things that are important to me. And my business is number one. Of course, that's not true. God's number one. My family's number two. They're my business, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So yes. And I don't really schedule God in there. I just get God in there all day. Like, thank you, Jesus. Like right now, you just put them in there. But after the live, I can put the links and then Facebook won't get mad. But during, they will show less people. So when I see people with their company generated links, I just want to go up to them and I'm not their coach, so I can't do that. It'd be kind of rude. And I just want to be like, hey, I know a secret. I took a Facebook class. And the one thing that's not going to work, if you put in your company generated link right there, because now you're taking Facebook followers and friends off of their platform to your website so they can purchase on your website, which is not going to work because you didn't pay for that. You didn't pay for an ad, did you? Okay. So there's another way to do it. And so, but I don't. So I get to tell you not to do it. Oh, okay. So Facebook user said, I don't go live because I don't feel like I have content to talk about or hold viewers' attention. Yes, you do have content to talk about. Now, I don't even know who this is, but let me just say, what is it that you already know? You know something that I don't know. You know, if you have children, how you raised your children differently, little tips on things that you did to make them successful in this area, you know, or if you are good at your job, say you are a nurse, like what are some of the things that people don't know that they should do before preparing to come to the hospital? You know a lot. Those are things that you can talk about. I only talk about what I know for sure. And I say this, I know for sure. I've been an entrepreneur for over 18 years. What I know is how to build a business online and offline. What I know for sure. I know how to overcome objections. I know how to upsell. I know what to post, what not to post. I understand the algorithm. I know how to market and brand myself. That's what I'm going to be talking about, right? Now, with you, and I don't have to talk about just my liquid collagen, right? Because I know other things. My degrees are in communications and public relations. I know how to go work in radio and television because I worked in radio and television, right? So you know a lot of stuff, which is good content. So if I started talking about if you want to get on the radio, if you want to get in television, this was my experience. I'm still connected to people that's in television right now. I'm going to have a guest next month that she's in television, but she's in the background. And so I'm going to interview her next week or next month. Is this August? Well, yeah, August. I'm going to interview her. So I know people that are interested in that is going to follow her. So tell me, what is it that you already know that you could pretty much talk about all day? Girl, you did it. You lived it. It's your experience. I have a girl that she sells a product, but she went through a divorce and she talks about how to date after a divorce. Now she sells what's the thing? Oil. She sells an oil, but she's an expert in how to get out in dating, what you're looking for after a divorce. And so she's been able to achieve that, found the love of her life, and now she's getting ready to get married, right? And so that's something she lived, but she sells an oil. So it doesn't, like I said earlier, it doesn't necessarily, like me, it doesn't have to be just your product. You're good at a lot of stuff. I don't even know you, but I know you're good at a lot of stuff. So that would hold people's attention. And this is the thing. The people that are interested will stay, or they'll come back. They'll follow you because they kind of want to know. Those are your people. The people that are not stopping for business tips, motivation, and inspiration on my page, those not my people. Thank you. Walk on by. Those aren't my people. And I think we think everybody's our people. We want to be liked by everybody. But no, that's actually a problem because everybody doesn't like everybody. You don't like certain news stations. You don't like the way she looks. You don't like the way she talks. You don't like, so that's why it's always about be your authentic self. Girl, bring the heat, whatever that looks like. Because if you're going to be you, you're going to attract your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So I already know I'm going to propel people. I am going to make them go away, propel people. And then I'm also going to bring people in. That's why they have bus stops. Some people get off, some people get on. Get on this train because this train going to the top because it's the bottom that's overcrowded. And so I'm never worried about that now in my adult life. Earlier on in my 20s, I would have been like, oh, I don't want her to be mad at me. Maybe. But now, baby, it don't matter right now. Okay. So I want to weed out the folk and keep the people. So tell me what you know, and I'll tell you, you got a lot to talk about. And don't worry about holding people's attention. Like I can see on TikTok, they come on and off, on and off, on and off. I can't worry about that. I need to just give good value. And so if I got one person and that one person like helpful, Jerusha, #helpful, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. I helped one person today, Lord. I'm trying to get in the gates, so I'm only worried about the person that's currently there. Did I serve that person? Did I help that person? Because if I can shorten somebody's learning curve, just one person, I feel like I've done a good job. And so even though I want to make a greater impact, but that comes with time. That comes with keep doing it, consistency and passion. And people should feel your passion no matter what you're going to be talking about. People should tell this is something you love. This is something you're into and you want them to get it. And so, yes. So please tell me, what is it that you know that you could just talk about freely? Another thing that you can do to let people know that you're going live, you went live or you are live or even after the live. Like right now, I could do a screenshot right here. I'm going through StreamYard here, but I'm on TikTok over here. I can do a screenshot and say, I just went live from 9:30 to 10:30. If you missed the live, catch me at night on TikTok. That's a post. And that's letting people know this girl go live 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night on TikTok. What's she talking about at night? And so, because I'm known to go through the daytime on my Facebook at 1:30. And so, because I have a different audience on TikTok, I got to change the time to show up on TikTok. That's commitment, right? And so that's trying to change what is there now, trying to grow from 50,000 followers to 100,000 followers. So you got to do something you haven't done. That's something I haven't done. And so I would tell the audience, that's a good idea. But too bad I don't know. Oh, man, I could take a picture with this phone. Now you about to make me do what I'm giving, baby. So that's when you know your content good. You're like, oh, Jerusha, that's a good idea, girl. You need to do that right now. And so this phone is like an old phone that my son had. So I don't really know how to use it that well. I don't even know where the camera is on this phone. Okay, maybe I could, that's horrible, right? So hold on, let's see. So yes, so what other question can I answer for you? Oh, I got it, camera. All right, so I'm gonna take my own picture, Jesus. Hold on, let me look at TikTok. Okay, I don't want the camera in the picture. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, I just took a picture. That's pretty good. All right. So I could take that and I'll put it in my stories and say, I just was live from 9:30 to 10:30, sharing business tips on TikTok. Join me every night on TikTok around that time. And so that's how you get people to start following you. You just can't assume that they know. And I see a lot of people like, I post it. Now, this is one of the things I don't understand. Maybe you guys can help me with this, is you are private, right? And your page is private and you sell bracelets, okay? And you sell silver bracelets and you have 200 people in your private friend list, right? You got 200 people. You've been posting these bracelets to 200 people for 5 years. And only maybe 10 people have purchased, and you say your business is not working. Your business isn't working because you're not marketing. You're continuously marketing to 200 people because your page is private. No one else gets to see it. It's 4.8 billion people on social media overall, right? No one else saw your jewelry. No one else saw your bracelets. No one else saw any of the things that you sell because you're marketing to 200 people. Now, if you only want to market to 200 people, keep doing it. Like, I'm not telling you to change that. But if you're actually trying to build a 6-figure business, 7-figure business, you got to market to everybody. Why do you think Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Nike, they're marketing to you every single day on commercials, every single day? And they're billion-dollar companies, billion-dollar industries. And they have a commercial on every day. But you got yours private to the 200 people that's in your private friend list. And you keep showing them the same bracelet. And then you're like, oh, nobody's purchasing. Well, the numbers don't add up, baby. Numbers never lie. People do. The numbers don't add up. Yeah, you're going to have to talk to more than 200 people. So I don't know what lies people have said on this social media platform, but you are talking to a lot of people, or you're attracting a lot of people who want what you have. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Was that helpful? Say, Jerusha, if that was helpful to you. It was helpful to me, baby. So I have did my job. My business coach, she's coaching me to 1 million. Let's go, Jesus. And one of the things that she said was, I need to grow my accounts on the tick in the top to 100,000 followers. We're at 50,000. We're right at 50,000. And so we're going to need to get there really fast. So one of the things that I have to do is show up on TikTok at night for the next 6 months to see where we are and what strategies we need to do. And so that is a true commitment, right? And so I'm like, oh, my Lord Jesus, helpful. Jerusha, yes. Thank you so much. I don't know who said that, but I appreciate you, Facebook user. And so Jerusha is here. So please make sure if you're on Facebook, I might not bring in my Facebook group all the time. Make sure you're following me on TikTok as well, because I know I got to be on TikTok every night for at least 5 to 6 nights a week. And so sharing business tips, helping those that want to grow a business online and offline. And don't forget, to feel this good, you got to have some collagen. I'm all about that collagen life. Let me tell you why. This is going to strengthen and help. This is what it did for me. I've always taken care of my skin. So people are like, well, she already took care of her skin. I do. I tell you, I love a skincare regimen, but now my skincare regimen has collagen in it. So I do love that. But this also not only is going to help your skin, your hair, your nails. I like it because it's your joints, your bones, your digestion, your blood vessel, right? Your muscle tone, get that muscle over there, girl. Your muscle tone, your heart, the things that matter, right? Your knees, girl, your knees hurt. You can't drop it like it's hot no more. And so I just want to make sure you get that type of lubrication you need, that mobility that you need. And so I've just fallen in love with the collagen, this one in particular. So put collagen, or you can text me the word collagen, 404-620-6929. Text me the word collagen, 404-620-6929. The only thing's going to happen, it's going to ask for your information and send you the collagen information. That's it. That's it, girl. That's it. That's it. And that way we have 5 different formulas. You get to see which formula will work for you. I use 2 of the formulas out of the 5. So I know what works for me. And so you'll be able to see what's going to work for you, depending on what you want. And so I like that we have choices. We all make choices. And so text is at, what's the number? 404-620-6929. 6929. 404-620-6929. So text collagen just so you can get educated. I'm trying to tell my people. That's it. I'm trying to tell my people now, whether they do it or not, baby, you can never say you didn't know. And the one thing that I've learned is we say no to what we don't know. And so we've got to change that. We've got to educate ourselves and know what we're saying no to. I used to, back in the day before I was in sales, if someone came over, you'd be like, oh, no, thank you. You don't even know what they're going to offer. I've learned never to do that, right? I do not do that. I don't care what you selling. I'm going to listen. I'm going to say, listen, see if it's something that I need, something my parents might need. And then if I'm not interested, I'll say I'm not interested. But, if they got an email list or whatever, I will listen now, because we miss out on opportunities, right? Because we're so fast to say no, thank you. And we don't know what we're saying no, thank you to. And so I've learned not to do that. Like, girl, tell me what it is. Like, I have a conference call. Is tomorrow Tuesday? Yeah, I have a conference call, a Zoom with a young lady. She messaged me, hey, I have a concierge service for business professionals like yourself. Can we get together for lunch? Now, I can't get together for lunch, but I will do a Zoom. So you got 20 minutes. Tell me what it is, girl. And so it might be something that's going to, help her, help me, help us. But I'm not going to say no, because I don't know what it is exactly. So we need to get in the habit of self-education. I mean, that is an amazing thing. We all have formal education, like we have higher degrees like me, and that'll make you a good living. I did very well working in radio and television, but self-education will make you a fortune. Jerusha. And so we got to self-educate. Thank you so much for listening to me tonight. Thank you so much for learning. If this was helpful, hashtag helpful. If this is helpful, hashtag helpful. If you want to be a part of the 100, yes, in my social retail business, girl, I got you. I see you putting 100. I got you. Yes, just with 100s, or just text me 100. That's cool. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a good night, Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, the 3 people that's on still on, go subscribe. I need 23 more people. 23